I refused to keep watering my sister's garden while she vacationed after she told the neighbors I owed her one anyway. My sister Renee has this garden she treats like a second child. We're talking raised beds, drip irrigation she installed herself, heirloom tomatoes she talks about like they're people. She spent most of last spring building it, and honestly, I was impressed. When she asked me to water while she went to Cancun with her boyfriend for 10 days, I said sure, no problem. I live about 6 minutes away. I have a key. It wasn't a big deal. Except it kind of was, because her instructions were 4 pages long, handwritten, with diagrams. Each bed had its own schedule, its own watering depth, specific times of day so the leaves wouldn't scorch. She tested me on it twice before she left. I'm not exaggerating. I did everything right, every single day. I rearranged my morning so I could get there before 8 a.m. like she wanted. I took photos to prove I'd been there. She texted me updates from the beach while I was crouching in her backyard in 90-degree heat, making sure her Cherokee purple tomatoes were getting exactly 1 inch of water per week. She got home, everything was fine. She was happy. She brought me back a little bottle of hot sauce from the airport gift shop. That was it. I wasn't expecting a parade, but like, hot sauce, whatever. That was last July. Fast forward to this June. She's going back to Mexico. Different trip. Longer this time, 14 days. She texted me like it was already decided. You okay doing the garden again? I made updated instructions. There are more beds this year. I hadn't even responded yet when my neighbor Carol stopped me in the driveway. Carol is 60-something, very sweet, tends to know everyone's business, doesn't realize she's doing it. She was telling me about some block party planning thing and she goes, "Oh, your sister mentioned you'd be handling her garden while she's gone. She said you owe her one anyway, so it works out perfectly." I just stood there. She said that? Oh yeah, at Paula's thing last weekend. She was saying how you always need help with stuff and she kind of carries you. Carol had this totally genuine smile, like she was just sharing a fun neighborhood fact. She said it's good you can finally pay her back a little. I said something like, huh, interesting, and went inside. I sat with it for a day, tried to think about whether I was overreacting. I do ask Renee for things sometimes. She helped me move 2 years ago. She came with me to a scary doctor's appointment once, but I've also shown up for her. I drove her to the airport for this exact trip she's currently planning. I watched her cat for a week when it needed medication twice a day and would bite you if you looked at it wrong. Last summer, I spent 10 days babysitting her garden in the heat and got airport hot sauce. I owe her one anyway. I called her that night. She answered all breezy, already in vacation mode. Hey, so I heard what you said at Paula's. To Carol and whoever else was there. Pause. What do you mean? That I owe you one? That you carry me? That this is me paying you back? I was just joking around. You know how Carol takes things. She didn't seem like she thought it was a joke. She told me like it was just a fact. I don't know what to tell you, Carol's dramatic. I said, Renee, I need you to actually hear this. If you actually think I owe you and I've been some kind of burden you've been quietly carrying, that's a real problem. But if you were just talking about me behind my back to make yourself sound generous, that's also a real problem. She got defensive fast, said I was being sensitive, said she does do a lot for me, said I was making it weird over nothing. I said, I'm not doing the garden. What? I'm not watering it. Find someone else. She went quiet. Then I leave in 9 days. I know, you have time. She said I was being petty, that it was just a dumb comment and I was punishing her over Carol misunderstanding a joke. I told her maybe she should explain that to Carol then, and also to whoever else was at Paula's thing when she said it. She hung up. She texted me twice the next day. First one was apologetic-ish, like I didn't mean for it to come out that way. Second one was asking if I'd reconsidered. I didn't answer either. She ended up paying a college kid down the street $40 to do it. He came twice in 14 days. 3 of her tomato plants didn't make it. She's been home for a week and hasn't said anything to me about it.